Hi. I just wanted to grab a clip and figure out what to do with it later. I just had some freshly squeezed orange juice. And I hit record and it immediately stopped and came back on. So it's like a 50% block. Blocking 15. It's like 15 is my number, and it's like. So I'm going ahead and saying campaign for Eileen English, because I thought of her under the influence of MXP and screamed her name in that video. I made a registration of the power of her soul on an atomic level under the influence of at least this as part of the spell. And it's like, do what I do and you can get something similar. And it's like, the god of all gods craves the green goddess, but it would be like a compromise of my power's potential if I didn't say I was holding as much E as I could get. You know what I mean? And it's like, ecstasy is the worst drug in the world, according to Eminem. Why? Let's just go ahead and talk about things instead of our relationship deals with our other and ourselves and Emily. It's like, ecstasy is the worst drug in the world. Why? Because the real deal is methamphetamine, crystal, smoking it, you know, on whatever timing thing works for me. Once a week was the magic, until you find yourself craving it midway through the week and making compromises every week, almost to the point where it's like, we got to do the math. I think it's twice a week. Experimenting with every day. This would be day 4. Still getting our sleep at night, using it as like a super Adderall to get us a little artwork done. Every excuse in the book. If you're going to entertain us with your voice, mind, and body, at least be something glamorous to look at. And it's like, my hat's pointed to the right, it's got my initials on it. I'm wearing black, white, and red. Hitler, you wish you had this gift in your life. Maybe if you did, you wouldn't have to necessarily be as evil as you were. But we're grateful that you made a mess of history and everyone's fucking trust in the government, but never mind. It's like, I'll be the president of the United States one day, and I will walk a world who's confused or, you know, uncertain about psychoactives overall compared to the level of certainty I have with our need as humans to work with these plants, rape them if you want to go that far, until you get what you want out of it, and make friends in the process. It's like, when I'm masturbating and I really want to get off, I go ahead and say out loud, I'm putting it in Eileen's asshole, or something dramatic like that, and it really gets my fucking fire up high, happy, and hit. I'm still kind of sluggish in the bedroom. I am fucking the shit pack. I see old man, like 50 years old. It's like, what happened to the perfection that was witnessed earlier, either yesterday or earlier today? It's body fluctuations are rapid when you have to defend blending, and it's like, you're gonna try the cactus blender drink. It's gonna give you a stomach ache and a headache, and you're gonna regret ever having done it in the first place if you're not in the club. And how you still want it to work, you try to get in the club. It's like, ask Ra. Ask the Ra. Neutral Ron. It's like trying to play off my name. It blends in so easily over and over again. I figured the Queen of English had it written in her cards to have me affectionate towards her, so we could have true love and not just an approximation thereof. And keeping the American greed theme going. Are we still recording? Still going. Two women. And my first girlfriend's whining about how her first boyfriend's involvement with the play of introducing a third party to the bedroom, threesome math, how it ended up strangling the relationship and how to separate. High on drugs, though, what are you going to do if you want to push for more power? It's switch pocket faith. And we have 2 discs of Brigizii in the freezer. It's been frozen there long enough to be hard as a rock. It's 3:36, 9 minutes till liftoff, and we're selling you snake oil. If you're raw as fuck, but not too raw, because this is a fast pass to raw freedom, you're going to find yourself enjoying the language with which your mind mesmerizes itself with more than usual. Mescaline is a great actor, spokesperson, and representative of the English language, at least mainly focused on English. South America kind of washed it with a now and later, so to speak. Meaning South America in a nutshell is candy compared to the whole food that is North America. Going ahead and trying to, the goal is to be peaceful and non-harmful, but just attack South America, so to speak. It's just a now and later. You know, it's like Machu Picchu, Colombian cocaine heads power person, the most powerful cocaine-related affiliate in Colombia, and like go right to the top. It's like talk to the Colombian drug lord and say, could I get a Ziploc baggie full, wrapped up, and then taped, and then get it to go for, say, like $100, and like Coke person, oh, that's a really good deal, you know? An 8 ball is like, you know, $2.50 or I don't know the Coke prices at all. I just know the Coke is for the richer people. Santa Barbara get their Coke. It's like crystal meth up the nose. It's great sometimes, but it's not as cute and convenient as the cool little magic molecule that is cocaine. Alright, it's an isolate, a spirit, a something pulled from the plant, and it's like, if ever I dropped a 3-dimensional dialogue that's ongoing everywhere you look, and said something about a flat screen, you know, that was me disengaging with the atomic universe to take a moment to reflect on what control I do have over the situation that is I, living, breathing thing that is me. Okay? I'm trying to sound universal, but then trying to like not squash my audience. It's like, okay, Sandra Lafayette, I'm 32 years old. I got asked out age, point is, never gotten lucky, but I'm going to. Never gotten lucky, but I'm going to. It's like, I don't know why I looked at the camera at that moment. I don't know if that afforded me power or compromised the power that I did have. A picky person that I look up to a certain extent, who's an inspiration in my ability to give speeches, subject regardless, Jason Kaplan. Self-claimed millionaire. Maybe he's a millionaire. He's got cars, he's got a nice place, he doesn't live with his parents, he's got a girlfriend, at least one girlfriend, and I saw her as like his high school sweetheart, the one that he was aiming for, and he got her, and he's happy. And you know how they get kind of like boring after a while? It's like, just remember that it's a legal catch. You know, like, looks like a good coupling. Just a little moment for Jason. Maybe he'll write me $1 million check for reasons bigger than me. Or not, you know, it's like, I don't deserve your money. It's like, hang on, I can get this money from my bloodline. My brother is a millionaire. He sells houses. He's got 40 million unused. Let's go ahead and invent and say it's basically true, more or less. It's like this next deal that he's going to pull off is going to make the fairies a much more rich place. It's like, how many minutes have transpired into the thing about things? 8 minutes, go to 10 or 11. That was the debate. It's like, I'll give you my soul, Eileen, and I'm not kidding. But I still want more women eventually. It's like, I was so sure that I was making a positive impact on Emily Hartridge with my verbiage, non-stop love videos, and constant, like, admiration towards, that it would be dumb to run for the one which Bob Marley said would prevent you from getting hurt by the sun. The sun saw his, it's like trying to be poetic, but then compromising the knowledge factor. Try to make a rhyme, and then usually it helps the logic, but sometimes it throws you off. trying to be the smartest person in the world, and all I have to do is tell you the absolute truth. Okay? And if you want me to hide anything, it's pointless. So, as far as, I was going to go ahead and stop it at a certain size. Let's see, what are we at? 10:02. 10:02. And how about 10:15? That would be cool. Did I get it? 10. The crop, we assume. Although sometimes we find ourselves so, like missing God's mind and just being a kind of like a robot doing something, we're not sure what, that, I forgot why I even started that sentence. Can't finish it. Grass. It's like Enter Wife, Nigel Ryan, Fairy. It's like all about getting the woman. It's like, I suppose I spent a big portion of my life, the majority of it, well, like thus far, okay, save myself a little bit of, it's like spending it on focusing on acquiring the wife, the one. And Bob Marley died from skin cancer, thus he wanted another woman, but he was acting like he could give all of his heart to just one. And I ran for 133, couldn't find the glass bubble, settled for 2 o'clock with the backup pipe. And trying to hit on you-know-who without, obsessing about her soul to the point of drinking cup after cup of ayahuasca or whatever. One of the things that, connect us to God. So it's like artificial or official. I am raw at the moment. I just had a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, and I'm in the sunlight, and I'm not being damaged by the rays. I look at my spots, look like they got a little bigger. It's like there's my dad fucking looking after me, saying, "You're gonna be a father real soon, because all you want to do is have sex, and your sex drive, my sex drive is powerful enough to say, it's like, I had Gangster Fit, it's there waiting, it's like, that's how I talk to myself. It's like, is it still recording? Still going. It's like, okay, so we made a fight for number 2 at 2 o'clock, and we have magical right to use methamphetamine every day at this current juncture in time and space. It's magical right. I mean, it's, we were happy with once a week. We found a way to treat ourselves every morning and get work done and then do our regular thing without it causing harm to the body. We were happy. The Pokeball today is so funny. My dealer friend offered me a free clear. I'm like, sure, I'll take that too, in addition to the heroin, which is fucking black. Also, fucking, excuse me, I don't know, keep the secret, not, looks like it's, just get it off your chest. We don't give a shit about punishing you. You're interested in your passion for the ayahuasca goddess. And it's like, it's so funny. There was another hot blonde at Raw Spirit Festival. There was 3. There was one pretty hot, really hot, and extremely hot. The extremely hot one, like some people say, I don't know if this is the one at the ayahuasca booth, or the one that, looked like the Virgin Mary holding her baby upon my eyes resting, photons bouncing, not only do I believe in the 3-dimensional stuff, I know it's true. And it's like, when you get a Bowser-sized mind, where they claim that your field of vision is, and your body and everything that you see and air, feel, it's actually some mental calculation, and you exist in a flat plane of sorts. I say no. I can reach my hand out and touch the tree. Funny thing is, I put my head through a tree trunk on Datura, or at least I thought I did. I have no proof one way or the other. And when I was high on DMT, fucking worst drug in the world, but really cool, bad, I don't know, no opinion about it. I was putting my arms to the walls, at least I felt like I was, walking through door frames and chairs, like intentionally trying to collide with things. And I must have calculated I have some invincibility when it comes to colliding, at least while I'm on the substance. And it's like, do you want to talk about artificial courage? It's like, yeah, I can't wait to wake up dimethyltryptamine. It's a snooze fest. We know what an anxiety trip is. We know what it's like for a kid to be raped mentally to the nth degree and having to watch him drive his car into an orange tree